Hello and welcome to English with Uma, the podcast where we learn English through fun, magical, and real-life stories. I'm Elena, your host, and today's episode is truly special. It will make you believe in the magic of words and teach you something powerful. Learning new vocabulary can feel hard sometimes. We all struggle with difficult words, get frustrated, and even feel like giving up. But today, I'll share an amazing story about a boy named Arian who was struggling with his vocabulary test. He discovered an ancient book that led him to a magical tree, a tree that grows a new leaf for every new word someone learns. To save the tree from a terrible blight, he had to learn the words hidden in the story. And guess what? By the end, he unlocked dozens of new English words. And so will you. Get ready to listen, repeat new words, and feel the magic. Let's begin. My name is Arian, and this is my story. It was a sunny Thursday afternoon, but I didn't feel happy at all. I had a big vocabulary test coming up in 2 days, and I was really struggling. Words like resilient, ephemeral, serendipity, and meticulous just wouldn't stay in my head. No matter how many times I read the list, they slipped away. I felt frustrated, anxious, and a little hopeless. I kept thinking, what if I fail? What if I forget everything in the exam? I didn't want to study anymore that day, so I decided to go to the old public library near my house. It was quiet there, and sometimes walking between the shelves helped me clear my mind. I wandered to the back corner where the oldest books were kept, dusty, forgotten books that no one touched anymore. That's when I saw it, a small, leather-bound book with no title on the cover. It looked ancient, with golden edges on the pages that shimmered faintly in the light. Curiosity got the better of me. I picked it up, blew off the dust, and opened it carefully. The first page had beautiful handwriting, the legend of the eternal arbor, the tree that grows with words. I smiled. It sounded like a fairy tale. I loved stories, so I sat down in a comfortable chair and started reading. The story began like this. In a hidden, enchanted grove deep in an ancient forest, there stood a majestic tree known as the eternal arbor. This was no ordinary tree. It was extraordinary, resilient, and full of life. Its trunk was thick and strong, its branches reached toward the sky like open arms, and its foliage was lush and vibrant. But the most magical thing about it was this. Every time someone in the world truly learned a new word, understood its meaning, and could use it, the tree sprouted a new leaf. Each leaf shimmered with a soft glow, holding the essence of that word and the knowledge it carried. Over centuries, the tree had grown thousands of leaves, creating a canopy so dense and beautiful that it protected all human wisdom. But one fateful day, a mysterious blight descended upon the tree. A dark, sinister curse spread like shadows across its branches. The leaves began to wither, turn brown, curl up, and fall to the ground. With every fallen leaf, a piece of knowledge vanished from the world. Books lost pages, memories faded, and people forgot important words. If the blight wasn't stopped, the tree would lose all its leaves, and all knowledge would be erased forever. The only way to save the eternal arbor was for a true learner, someone pure of heart and willing to grow, to discover the ancient legend and master the hidden words woven into its pages. Each word truly learned would restore a leaf, pushing back the blight until the tree was healed. As I read these words, something strange happened. The pages started to glow softly, and I felt a warm breeze even though I was inside the library. The words seemed to come alive. Suddenly, the next page appeared, but it was full of challenging vocabulary I didn't know. The book wouldn't let me turn the page until I understood them. It was as if the tree was calling to me for help. The first challenging paragraph appeared. The blight was insidious, creeping slowly but relentlessly through the veins of the bark. The once vibrant foliage became pallid and fragile. The guardian spirit of the grove, a wise old owl named Sage, perched on a branch and hooted mournfully. "The tree is in peril," he cried. "Only serendipity can save it now, the fortunate discovery of a dedicated learner." I paused. So many new words. My heart raced. I didn't want the tree to die. I pulled out my phone and looked them up quietly in the library, whispering each one to myself. Insidious, meaning something that spreads harmfully in a subtle or gradual way, like a bad habit that grows without you noticing. Relentlessly, without stopping, in a determined way. Pallid, pale, lacking color, often because of illness. Fragile, easily broken or damaged. Peril, serious danger. Serendipity, the luck of finding something valuable when you weren't looking for it. Mournfully, in a sad, sorrowful way. As I repeated each word and understood its meaning, something magical happened. I felt a tingle, and in my imagination, I saw a new green leaf sprout on the tree. The blight retreated a little. I smiled. It worked. Encouraged, I kept reading. Page after page, new paragraphs appeared with more words. The guardian owl spoke to me through the book. "Young learner, you must be diligent and persistent. Do not fear difficult words. Embrace them." One part described the tree's beauty before the blight. The arbor's canopy was resplendent, adorned with leaves of emerald and gold. Its roots delved deep into the fertile soil, drawing nourishment that made it impervious to storms. Birds nested in its boughs, and beneath its shade, scholars pondered profound questions. Again, I stopped and learned. Resplendent, shining brightly, splendid. Adorned, decorated beautifully. Delved, dug or searched deeply. Fertile, rich and productive, able to grow things well. Impervious, not affected or harmed by something. Boughs, large branches of a tree. Profound, very deep or meaningful. Each time I mastered a word, said it aloud, thought of an example, and felt its meaning, another leaf grew back. The tree in my mind became greener, stronger. But the blight fought back. A darker section came. The curse was malevolent, orchestrated by the shadow of ignorance who despised knowledge. It caused the leaves to desiccate rapidly, turning them brittle and lifeless. The tree trembled, its vitality ebbing away. New words again. Malevolent, wishing harm or evil on others. Orchestrated, carefully planned and organized. Desiccate, to dry up completely. Brittle, hard but easily broken. Vitality, energy and life force. Ebbing, gradually decreasing or fading. I felt the urgency. The tree was weakening. I read faster, learning more words like tenacious, holding firmly, stubborn in a good way, alleviate, to make less severe, culmination, the highest point or end result, ephemeral, lasting only a short time, meticulous, very careful about details, and so many others, quintessential, ubiquitous, zealous, pristine, ominous. With every word I truly understood and repeated, the blight shrank. The owl cheered. "You are resilient, young one. Keep going." Finally, after what felt like hours, though it was only minutes, I reached the last page. Dozens of new words, more than 50, were now mine. The final paragraph said, "Through perseverance and curiosity, the learner vanquished the blight. The eternal arbor flourished once more, its leaves abundant and luminous. Knowledge was saved, and the world grew wiser." Words like perseverance, continuing despite difficulties, vanquished, completely defeated, flourished, grew healthily and strongly, abundant, plenty, a lot, luminous, glowing with light. As I closed the book, the glow faded, but I felt different, confident, excited. The next day, I reviewed my vocabulary list effortlessly. The words stuck, and in the test, I aced it perfectly. After that day, I told my friends about the magical book. They laughed at first, but then they admitted they also struggled with vocabulary. One friend said, "I always forget resilient, but now I'll remember the strong tree." We started sharing new words every day, just like growing leaves. My English teacher noticed my improvement. She smiled and said, "Aryan, what happened? You're using advanced words naturally now." I told her a shortened version of the story. She nodded kindly and said, "That's beautiful. Remember, every new word you learn is like adding a leaf to your own tree of knowledge. Don't fear hard words. They make you stronger. Mistakes and struggles are normal. What matters is persistence." She even wrote a list for the class. Tips for vocabulary. Read stories daily. Look up unknown words and use them in sentences. Repeat and review. Don't give up. Perseverance wins. Share words with friends. I kept that list, and now whenever I learn a new word, I imagine a leaf growing on the eternal arbor and on my own tree too. That experience taught me 3 important things. First, vocabulary isn't boring, it's magical. Second, struggling is okay. It's part of growing. Third, every new word you learn makes the world and you a little wiser. To everyone listening, don't be afraid of difficult words. Be afraid of never trying. Open a book, discover a story, learn one word today. Who knows, you might save a magical tree, or at least build your own. Thank you for listening to this episode of English with Uma. If you enjoyed this magical story and learned new words, please like it, share it, or tell a friend about it. Maybe someone you know is struggling with vocabulary right now. Learning English is better when we grow together, one word, one leaf at a time. Don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring stories and vocabulary practice. I'm Elena. See you next time on English with Uma. Keep learning, keep growing.